What is up, OTB Nation? We're back with another episode. I am your host, Slam the Bookie. We got BBB in the building. Say what's up, BBB. And
what is good?
Hefe Picks, man. How you doing? Are you feeling today, man? I know you have COVID.
I'm another day in quarantine, another day in paradise. But you know what? What better way to kill a little time and talk to the people, be with my guys here, and go through an amazing NBA slate that we got.
Yeah, man. We don't have Alpha today. I know he's feeling pretty kind of sick today.
Might have got him sick. I'm not going to take full responsibility for it, but I might have passed on the old COVID to him. Sorry, buddy. Feel better.
Alpha is tuning in today, so he'll be live in the comments, I believe. Alpha, what's up? I know you are watching. Let's jump right into a quick recap, guys. Small slate yesterday, but I want to talk about how the Knicks came out and covered. They got their win. What a fourth quarter by them.
Yep.
I was a little scared in the third, but they ended up getting it done in the fourth. So good win by the Knicks, Hefe. Good job.
Yeah, IQ.
Right
man.
back on. Right back
IQ.
on track.
It was a great game for IQ. 7 threes. The Knicks were a little shorthanded, but they got it done when they needed to. Like you said, behind a strong fourth quarter. And, when Emmanuel quickly can lead the team in scoring 24 points, efficient shooting from all over, and you can get the victory by double digits, it's a good night. It's a good night. So they just played finally a full game, and that's all you could ask for as a Knicks fan.
Yes, sir. BBB, you want to talk about how your Pacers got hooked yesterday?
Yeah, luckily I was not on the Pacers. Believe it or not, I don't bet the Pacers every single day.
We don't believe you.
They are a fun team, but that was just a scary game playing the Pistons. The Pacers are, I'm not comfortable laying double digits with them. I can't believe you guys did yesterday, but hey, I'll probably rep them again soon.
I would kind of say it was a bad. Pacers they were covering most of the time, but shit like that happens, guys. We move on. FA, you had the Suns yesterday, right? Good win by the Suns.
Yeah,
Wizards continue to suck.
This game was not really about the Suns. The Suns played an absolute balanced game. I had to make sure. JaVale McGee led the team in points last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they ended up winning by 20. This is way more about what the heck is going on with the Wizards. Bradley Beal every game is Bradley Beal. He's putting up between 26 and 30 points a game. Super efficient. But gosh, man, these other guys got to step up. How many times am I going to read a Kuzma box score to you guys and tell you that he played 27 minutes, went 2 for 6 from the field, and scored 4 points? The other guys got to step up, man. It's getting to a point where we almost have to say, did the Lakers win this trade?
Exactly, man. The Wizards started off so good, and now they just look like the same old Wizards, right? Can't really play defense. They've always been kind of an offensive team, right? So it's kind of weird them, struggling on offense here. I don't know.
It's
man.
not
they
weird.
Need to get it together.
I don't know, Slate. I don't know what's going on with them, man, because they are on paper a deep team with talented shooters and even good rebounders, right? And their star is playing literally like a star. So I don't understand what the problem is. These guys can't get a win. They're in a funk and they can't get out of it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the role players. Bradley Beal, like you said, is he's been showing up night in and night out, but it really just comes down to whether the role players can step up. Guys like Kyle Kuzma and stuff, you can't be having 0 for 2 nights from the 3-point line. That'll happen, but you got to be able to step up and not just be such a liability all the time.
Yeah, man, and it doesn't look like they're gonna have an easier schedule coming up, man. They got Jazz on deck, Nets, then they get the Knicks. Then they go home and play the 76ers. So, they have to get together soon. It's going to come down to kind of like must-win games now. But, yeah, man, let's jump right into the breakdown today, guys. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys are commenting, liking, retweeting this video, guys. Thank you all for the support. Let's jump right into today's breakdown. We got a big slate today. So first game we're going to talk about here, Heat versus the Magic. Line sitting at 7.5. And again, I think the odd makers are just giving the Magic, small lines, maybe thinking that the Magics are, going to eventually cover sometimes. I don't know, man. Like they give the Hawks -7.5 against them. The Hawks blew them out by like 20, right?
Yep.
Easy win, gifts all around. So I don't understand this line. I know the Magic have some guys out with COVID as well. Hefe, you have more info on that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where we got about 3-4 players on the Magic and protocol right now. I was just got a tweet that I'm reading from Shams that basically said the Magic had to sign emergency contracts and call up 4 players from their G League team to their active roster tonight. Guys, I mean, I feel like the boy who cried wolf at this point. I've been saying this every day this week. COVID is running through sports right now, running through. I mean, everybody pretty much knows what's going on with the NFL. They had to reschedule 3 games to next week. There is no difference in the NBA. The only thing that we're lucky with the NBA is that they haven't had to reschedule games, but the players that are missing on a daily basis is getting really scary. Magic are no strangers to that today. They're going to be missing 4 players, going to have 4 G League players on their roster who might not have to play, but might have to come off the bench. And the Heat are still only -7.5 BBB. I don't know, man. Something's like it's a little off to me, no?
No, yeah, I agree. I think it's a little scary. But I don't, I just can't see teams. We've seen the Nets do it. I just can't see these teams continuing to like just pull off these miraculous, oh, hey, we have no players, but we're going to somehow even win this game outright.
That's such a good point.
It's just, at some point they got to come back down to earth. Like I think these G League guys, these guys that are not, haven't even seen the NBA court before, half of them, they're not going to just keep coming out and having just, great debuts. Eventually they're going to, lay an egg. And this seems like a perfect spot for a Magic team that's, starting lineup has already struggled. So I lean with the Heat here. It's a kind of a sketchy line. Like you said, it opened at 3.5, but now it's at 7.5. So it has moved some, but I don't know, with how many people are out, I thought it would move a lot more.
Yeah, let me give you the players. I just found it. It's RJ Hampton, Terrence Ross, and Mo Wagner are the 3 players who are in the health and safety protocol for the Magic. I'm not going to waste your time and tell you the players that they called up because the only one that I've even heard of was Admiral Schofield out of Illinois University.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm off this game, man, and I suggest like maybe waiting closer to game time here. If you do decide to maybe take Heat money line in a parlay, or something like that. Man, I just don't see why the book will give, the public this type of line, especially after a big loss against the Hawks. So I don't know. I think the line, they might be knowing something we don't, guys. It could be very well be a Magic's cover here. NBA is weird, guys. So definitely wait closer to game time and see who's playing and who's not. But let's move on here. We got a lot of games to go over still. If you guys are watching, please show us some love. Comment in the video. Let us know your favorite picks today, man.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Nuggets versus Hawks, man.
Oh, I like this game, baby.
Line sitting at -2.5. Hefe, we're going to wait. We're going to go to BBB first, man. I know you said you like this game too. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, this might break your heart because as much as I'm on the Pacers, I know you're on the Hawks. You love the Hawks, but I'm going slam you. That's your team, man. That's your team.
No, not anymore. Not after last week. I'm done with the Hawks.
Yeah, that's what I say about the Pacers, man. All right, so I love the Nuggets today. I think this is a great spot for them. We talked about it a little bit before. I just think this is a great spot. Catching +4, I think there's this like kind of. There's still that stigma that they have that the Hawks are this great home team and that's where they play better, but they've lost their last 3 home games outright. They haven't really been that wagon that we've seen anymore where they're just covering all these home games. They really have just not played that well overall. So yeah, for me, I'm on the Hawks or I'm on the Nuggets tonight. I think it's a great spot for them. What about you, Hefe?
I'm right there with you, man. I'm literally right there with you. I think this is a great spot for the Nuggets. I have them at +3, but shoot, if you can get them at +4, the more the merrier. The Hawks are turning into this team that play to their competition, beat the bad teams, but just cannot handle good, solid teams. And the Nuggets, whatever you want to say about them, are a good, solid team and still have Nikola Jokic on their team, who is the reigning MVP and quietly having another amazing season. When on the floor, Nikola Jokic has the best numbers above replacement, the best. when he's on the floor, the Nuggets are the number one offense and defense efficiency team in the league when he's on the floor. When he's off the floor, they drop tremendously. But I think this is going to really come down to the fact that the Hawks are going to be without Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, and I think the Nuggets can exploit those. I think the Nuggets can get some good points scored, can kind of slow the pace down like Jokic likes to, and get the W, honestly, outright in Atlanta tonight. And we all know too well about how the Hawks play in the fourth quarter, man. They cannot finish a damn game to save their lives. Slam, anything for this game?
Yeah, man. You said it right there. We all know how the Hawks are in their fourth quarter. They got their win. They got their easy win against the Magic. Now they're back home.
Exactly.
Hawks is a pretty square play, in my opinion, and I don't like taking that side, but I do like first half Hawks, man. I think they actually play well in the first half here, and potentially Nuggets come back in the second half and cover, maybe win outright. I just don't trust the Hawks in the fourth quarter against a good team right now. But first half, I think this is a good pick for the Hawks here. But yeah, that's my.
I can see that.
Yeah, riding with your Hawks.
Yeah, man. Let's jump right into this next game. I actually like this game. First primetime game here, man. Warriors versus the Celtics. Line sitting at -4. Alpha actually has a max play on this. So wait until after the show, guys. Hefe, you want to jump right into this game? Break it down.
Yeah, man. Look, this is probably the game of the night. National TV primetime game. Warriors visiting Boston. Last time we saw the Warriors, Steph Curry set the record in Madison Square Garden. Big emotional night. They ended up winning that game and covering. Last time we saw the Celtics, they had Jason Tatum had an absolute Jason Tatum game, dropping 40+ on the Bucks at home, getting the W. Guys, I love the Warriors tonight in this spot. I know that a lot of people are going to back the Celtics based off of recency bias, based off of what they just saw. Jason Tatum playing pretty good. Warriors coming off that really big emotional victory, milestone victory for Steph. I don't care. The Warriors are way better than the Celtics all the way down the roster. Give me 3.5. You know what? Screw it. Give me -3 at -120. I'll buy the hook. And I don't see no reason why the Warriors don't go into Boston and get the W tonight. What do you think, BBB?
Yeah, I see both angles on this. I lean with the Celtics. I think, but Kerr, he came out and said, like, after this, everyone's talking about the letdown of the record. He's been harping on this for a while about how, we need to come out and set the record straight, that, get back to our basics of what they were doing at the beginning of the season when they were tearing it up. And I think now that's in the past, there's a good chance that does happen. Everyone's not focusing on, we got to get Curry the ball. We got to get the record. They're going to go back to playing their Warriors basketball where they make 300 passes and end up with a wide open layup. But so, my angle is actually going to be on a player prop. It's a player prop I love. I think Robert Williams will have a great night tonight. He should be getting a lot of minutes tonight. There's no Grant, no Horford. And when he's had the minutes, he's really produced. He's had multiple 15+ point games. The line's only sitting at 7.5. So I like that all the way up to 8, 9 even. I think he's just got the athletic and the size that he should be able to, have a field day against some of these smaller Warriors players that are in this lineup. So I will even be sprinkling on a little alt over line of 14.5, maybe double. I just think, there's so much value on him tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go against Hefe here, man. Fading Hefe here. Not a cluck bet. I don't like cluck bets anymore. But I like the Celtics, man. +4. Warriors are coming off an emotional, type game. Steph Curry got his all-time shooters, record-breaking, whatever. But I like the Celtics at home, man. I like that how they're coming off a win against the Bucks. They got the momentum going. Jason Tatum looks great. Brown is back in the lineup. Well-balanced offense. I think defensively, the Celtics can defend the Warriors, especially on the threes. I think, I don't know. Just like, I think reading off these trends right now, let's look over some trends, right? Celtics are 7-1 in the last 8 home games. And then the Warriors are 0-5 in the last 5 games against the Celtics. 0-5 against the Celtics. So there's something about, The Warriors coming into Boston, they seem to struggle. So I like Celtics plus the 3.5 here, man. I'll take the points all day. I mean, I think it comes down to a very close game. I also lean the over. I think there'll be points, and especially last game, the Celtics over did not hit, so I expect this over to actually hit and have an actual good game tonight on prime time. So that's my pick.
Respectfully disagree, but whatever. Let's keep it moving.
We'll see. All right, man. Let's jump right into the next one here. Bucks versus Pelicans. This line is super weird, right? Everyone's like, "Whoa, Bucks easy money or no?" Right? But yeah, man, the Bucks are, without a lot of people here.
Yep.
Pelicans off a crazy win. But I don't know where to go on this one, man. You boys want to start?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the lead. I took the Bucks last time on a fishy line when they were playing BBB's Pacers. I took them in the money line, and they won handily. I think this is a Bucks team with a championship pedigree, next man up type of mentality, and that's what I think we're going to see tonight against the Pelicans. I'm not scared of the Pelicans. I'll never be scared to bet against the Pelicans. I know this line is fishy, -2, giving the Pelicans +2 at home. I can't. I'm taking the Bucks. It's not one of my best plays of the night, but I will be on the Bucks tonight, and it's just because I believe in their championship pedigree. I believe in their better coaching, and I believe that they understand the next man up mentality.
BBB, you got anything on this game?
Nothing official. I definitely see your point of view there. I lean with the Pelicans. I just think kind of back to what we were saying earlier, where like the whole COVID situation, I think teams will have to they have to stop overperforming at some point when they have all these next man up things.
Yep.
Because the next man up mantra is great, but it's a great story and everything. But eventually, they come back down to earth. Pelicans have had the same lineup. Granted, it hasn't been the greatest lineup, but they've been actually relatively unaffected by it. So they have a little bit of an advantage of just having the same guys, at least some kind of chemistry, if you want to call it that, because they haven't been the greatest. But I lean the Pelicans here. I think the line screams them, but no official play for me on that one.
Yeah, man. Like BBB said, the line is screaming Pelicans, in my opinion. Will I be betting the Pelicans? Fuck no. But Pelicans after a win, they're 2-6 after a win, guys. This line is too trappy for me, man. It could easily be Bucks. Bucks could just roll through, easy win, goes to a blowout, or Pelicans show up. Yeah, I mean, you kind of don't know what to expect from this Pelicans team. But yeah, man, let's move on. Got a few more games here, about 4 more games to go over, guys. So if you guys are watching, please retweet this video. Show some love, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are jumping right into this one. Spurs.
Shout out to Pure Wage, man. Shout out to Pure Wage.
Shout out to Pure Wage for sponsoring this show, guys. Make sure to go follow him on Twitter. And let's go. Spurs versus Jazz. Line say got -11.5. 11.5 for the Jazz, man. They don't seem to at home, bro. Like, I just think they just cover anything, bro.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Slam, honestly, why don't you take the lead on this one? And all I'll tell you is it's so funny. I feel like every time the Jazz are at home, they're double-digit favorites, and they cover. It's unbelievable, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's the weird thing is, like, it's a good game until like the third quarter, and then in their fourth quarter, when it comes to the fourth quarter, they kind of just like get on a huge run, and then they end up beating the team by like 20 or like 15 or whatever. And like they're a really good team, man. And Jordan Clarkson is having a year.
Yes, he is. I mean, reigning sixth man of the year, he should be. He's the perfect next man up guy.
I mean, I don't have anything for this game, man. Like, it's tough to like fade the Jazz at home. They're double-digit faves for the second game. 2 games in a row they've been double-digit faves. They beat the Wizards by like 20 or something. Now they get the Spurs. I'm sorry. Part of me wants to take the Spurs plus the double digits here. And again, it's the Spurs. They lost at home. They kind of got embarrassed by the Hornets. That first quarter for the Spurs was a huge difference because the Hornets got to a hot start. And then, beat the Spurs by 140 or something like that. For me, it's not an official play, guys, but I lean the Spurs plus 11.5. I just don't think the Jazz can cover another double-digit spread.
I'm right there with you, man. I have too much respect for Greg Popovich as a coach and his ability to coach his team after a loss to take them as double-digit dogs. I'm sorry, to take them to lose by double digits as the underdog. It's a lean. It's not an official play. But if you, for some reason, absolutely have your heart set on playing this game, I would lean the Spurs plus the 11.5. The Jazz are one of the best covering teams at home, best home teams in the league, strongest teams from top to bottom, and then one of the best defensive teams. But something about the Spurs when their back is against the wall, they show up. They just show up, and that's one of the best compliments you can give to a team. BBB, anything official on this play for you in this game for you?
Yeah, I think we all see this the same way. I agree. Couldn't agree more with how much you said about Greg Popovich, and he just, he always has that never die kind of mentality. They just never seem to give up on games. The starters, like we've said before in past shows, they're always in kind of late, especially coming off a game where they got blown out by the Hornets, it was a game that they were supposed to be close. They're favored to win. That's a big letdown for them. I think this is almost a letdown spot for the Jazz. They've been blowing teams out. It is tough to go against the Jazz, who've just been dominant on these double-digit spreads. If anything, it's usually best to go against the Jazz when they're like a single-point spread favorite, because when they're these double-digit spreads, I swear they cover at a crazy rate. But I think I definitely lean with the Spurs tonight, like you said.
Yeah, man, and this is kind of like the first game of a road trip for the Spurs too, man. They go to Sacramento next, and the Clippers, then Lakers. So I like the Spurs.
Oh wow, that makes me like the Spurs even more.
Yeah, that's like the first game of a road trip.
Breaking news! Sorry to cut you off. Kings, Davion Mitchell in protocol. So everybody be on the watch. That's 2 players for the Kings now, Bagley and Davion. Mitchell.
Let's see if his line moves, because it's at -7 still. All right, guys, let's jump right into this game. It's pretty much like a 50-50 pick 'em here. Lakers versus T-Wolves. Line sitting at -1 Lakers? Yeah, -1.5 Lakers, right? Lakers are off an overtime win. Shout out Austin Reeves. I hate you because I lost. I pushed on the Mavs, but yeah, man. Lakers are back on the road here. T-Wolves are off a win at the Nuggets, so it looks like they kind of got their mojo back. Man, Hefe, what do you think, man? You're a big Lakers guy here. You think the Lakers can get it done again?
This is a tough game. Timberwolves, they just came off a great game. Anthony Edwards just had an amazing game. He dropped 42, I think. But the Lakers have just had a great game too, an emotional victory in overtime with a great shot by Austin Reeves, and everybody's playing good. And I'm reading that Westbrook is back tonight, for better or for worse. Take that as you want. It's kind of weird the Lakers are only -1.5 against Timberwolves.
Oh, Anthony Edwards is out.
Yeah, he is in the protocols. He also got put in.
Anthony Edwards is out tonight in the protocols, so that makes this line even weirder. This is your typical Lakers lose this game for no reason spot. That's truly how I feel. This is the Anthony Edwards is out. Oh my God, let's rush and back the Lakers, who are at full strength tonight, and they just don't show up, and Karl Anthony Towns drops 35 and 17 on them, right? I'm still looking for Anthony Davis to get his stuff together, shoot better from the line, shoot better from 3-point range, and until then, I can't back him in a game where the opposite team has a all-star big man, in my opinion, in Karl Anthony Towns. I'm off this game. No play, lean T-Wolves, nothing official.
BBB, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with you there. I lean with the T-Wolves here, but no Anthony Edwards. He's been a beast for them so far this year. Yeah, I agree with you though. I mean, AD has just been so bad this year. I don't think that's talked about enough. I think Russell Westbrook gets so much blame, and some of it is rightfully so. You can't argue that. He has these horrible shots, air balls, and you're just like, what is going on? But no one's talking about AD and how bad he has been. If you look at like some of the plus minus, some of the more advanced metrics of this, like AD is the worst out of that big three in almost all of those metrics. Yet Russell Westbrook's going to get the blame. Yeah, I agree. There's just so much like protocols. You just said Russ is back in tonight. This is one that it's really tough to call. There's so many people going in and out, and Edwards is out now. But I lean Timberwolves. This is probably not one I'll play on. There's just so many other games that don't have as much variability tonight.
Yeah. Hefe, you made a great point, man. I know, without, people were seeing Anthony Edwards is out. Let's get the Lakers. Russ is in. And, this is -1.5 Lakers line. People are probably thinking, oh, this is like easy. I mean, if you do like the Lakers, I take them now. I think this line jumps.
I guarantee you, Slam, this is going to be the Lakers money line is your number one parlay piece in all the parlays tonight.
Oh, 100%.
And that makes me love the Timberwolves like even more. I'm stopping myself from making it an official play because I have too much respect for the Lakers, but definitely not enough to take them. And I lean Timberwolves. I cannot say that enough. I really do lean the Timberwolves.
No,
God,
man,
beware.
I like the T-Wolves here, man. Especially it's a 9:00 game Central Time, so probably 10 p.m. Eastern. I would wait until closer to game time. I think this line actually goes to probably like +2.5, maybe up to 3. I mean, we'll see. A lot of action on the Lakers right now, but this is a second primetime game. And I think the T-Wolves are, this is a spot where the Lakers have a little letdown, in my opinion. I think there is value for the T-Wolves, and I would just wait closer to game time, guys. Just let that line jump more. If you like the Lakers, take the Lakers now. If you don't, just wait, because there's no point of just putting your bets in right now. But let's jump right into one more game, guys, and then we got to wrap up this show. Hefe, I know you love this game. Hornets versus the Blazers. Blazers -2.5. Blazers have been playing really bad. Are they due today?
They're finally freaking due, man. This has to be the game where Dame Lillard literally takes the ball in his hands and just never passes. They need this win. I'm backing them. I got the Blazers money line at -135. I know they have been absolutely playing like garbage lately. At home, on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, good or bad. And I know that the Hornets are coming in off a big victory where Gordon Hayward looked like his Utah Jazz self, dropping 40+. But my heart, my gut, my head are all aligning on this. I love the Blazers here. I really do. I'm going to take them on the money line, and I think this is a game where they just show up and Dame puts on a vintage Dame performance.
BBB, you like it?
Oh, my God. I have to stop you guys again. The Kings have literally their whole team out. De'Aaron Fox is now out. They have 6 players out tonight.
Wow.
Has that line moved yet? I'm guessing that's off the board.
I'm checking right now. Sorry, BBB. Continue with your analysis.
Oh, you are good.
I'll let you know.
Well, all right. So, yeah, I mean, I think we aligned a lot tonight, Hefe. I agree. This has to be a bounce back spot here for Portland. We say that a lot because there's a lot of bounce back opportunities for them. But I don't know. At home, they have been a little bit better.
Seems all they have is bounce back opportunities.
When every night's a bounce back.
Why do you like this? I like this.
Eventually, it'll hit. But yeah, I agree. I think they have played relatively better at home, but I just think short line as a home favorite here that they should get the job done tonight. Like you said, Dame needs to be a little more efficient, keep the ball in his hands, but need some role players to step up as well, obviously. And I don't know, the Hornets, they've been kind of inconsistent as well. They go out and blow out the Spurs, but then a game like tonight, they might lose by 30. So yeah, I like the Trailblazers a lot tonight. That'll be an official bet for me as well.
Yeah, man, I like what you guys are saying. And, the Blazers, the past 3 games, they've been at home, man. They've been at home, and beginning the season or like a few weeks ago, we were like, Blazers are unstoppable at home, right? It's like, what's going on here? They got blown out I didn't get blown out, but they lost to the T-Wolves at home, then lost to the Suns, then lost to the Grizzlies, right? Now they have the Hornets at home, and then they go on the road. So I like this spot for the Blazers. I think they at least get a win at home. I think before they hit the road trip here, it's coming down to kind of a must-win.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy to say.
And I like how the Hornets are off a win as well there. So I see some regression, especially how well their offense played. And again, this Hornets team does not play defense, guys. So expect this game to kind of be, back and forth. The Blazers aren't really too impressive on defense as well. But the line is screaming Blazers. I like them as favorites here. -2.5, guys, but we are, what is it? Do you want to talk about the Grizzlies and Kings?
Yeah, let me just get a quick. I'll just do a quick little synopsis on this game. Guys, I know we've been talking about all game. BBB has said it all show. BBB has said it multiple times today. How many times are these teams who have COVID ridden all through them are going to show up, play great, and win the game? This is where it stops. The Kings is where it stops. The Kings are decimated tonight. They don't have their best player. They don't even have their head coach. They're missing multiple bench players. The Grizzlies are one of the hottest teams in the league coming into Sacramento. They are somehow not one COVID injury, knock on wood. And I can see them on the board right now at -7. I'm jumping on this right now. Right now.
Wow.
I'm not wasting a millisecond. I am literally taking this right now. It's one of my best bets. Don't even wait till the next scenario. Take it right now.
There you have it, guys. Take it right now if you like the Grizzlies, because that line will move, guaranteed. I think the Kings only have Harrison Barnes, and he's been having a pretty decent season. But again, it can't be a one-man team here. So I like the Grizzlies in the spot. If you do like them, take them right now because that line is going to jump. All right, guys, let's jump right into the best bets. Way to LeBron.
Oh, there we go. In honor of our buddy. Yes, sir.
Actually, let's start with Alpha. Alpha actually loves the Warriors tonight. He said take the Warriors minus the 3.5. Maybe -3. That's Alpha's pick of the day. BBB, you wanna give out your picks for?
Yeah. So I got the Nuggets. I think the line's moved since when I was talking about it earlier. I think they're at +3 or 3.5 right now. I like either of the number. I think this is a game they went outright. And then I love Robert Williams tonight. Whatever prop, I love that prop. Over in points. I'm taking some of the alt, sprinkling on some of that, sprinkling on the double-double. But over 7.5, hammer it. You drop the hammer on it. And then lastly, Grizzlies -6.5, 7, whatever you got it at 8. I'll take it at that too. I think, like we said, they're getting it's over.
Yep. All right, I got 3 for the people. Nuggets +3 is my first one. I'm not a believer in anything that the Hawks have going on right now. They got to figure it out, and I think the Nuggets are a better closing team than the Hawks are. If I can get them +3, let me have them. Blazers money line, they're due. This is Dame's night. This is Dame's game. He's going to come out. They're going to beat the Hornets at home and get this losing streak out the way. And the last one is the emergency go right now and bet it play. Grizzlies -7. Waste no time. Do not think twice. The Kings have nobody. The Grizzlies are hot. Run, go, take it now.
All right. All right, guys. So my plays: Celtics plus the 3.5. I love the Celtics, and I actually might make that my max, but we will see. I like first half Hawks here. I'm taking first half Hawks, and then I'm going to go with the Spurs plus 11.5.
Okay.
I like it.
Man, it's a little scary, but I think the Spurs are good enough to cover this double digit, man. Especially they're better than the Wizards, that's for sure. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in today, man. Big shout out to Peer Wage, as always, man. The best in the business, guys. If you haven't followed him on Twitter, make sure to follow him, man. He does a lot of giveaways. Great guy, great customer service. He'll take care of you. But we will see you guys on Monday. Good luck, everyone. And make sure you guys are, go ahead.
I got breaking news.
More.
Kyrie Irving has been reinstated by the Brooklyn Nets as a part-time player for games outside of New York with the unfolding circumstances of COVID injuries and normal injuries.
Wow.
How about
that is going to be interesting.
How about that as a closing statement?
Nets are going to be such a good away team.
The NBA has been so wild.
I don't even know how to react to that.
That's crazy. All right, boys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back on Monday, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Have a great weekend, everybody.